Welcome back to Earth 2150 and welcome back to the Eurasian Dynasty campaign. Today we're going to go to Panama, extract mineral resources in hostile UCS territory. Your orders are to excavate mines and to send as much raw material as possible to the spaceport. Be prepared for strong enemy resistance. We will be prepared for that, so let's call in reinforcements. We actually start with rocket Siberias, not just basic armies. You really have been getting around recently, comrade. The conditions here are very similar to those in the Amazon area. We have discovered large mineral deposits in the north. Your orders are to construct a base and to supply us with 50,000 credits. P.S. Thanks for the POWs from the Amazon area, comrade. Unfortunately, none of them survived the winter, but my boys really enjoyed the diversion. That is nice, so you can just hang out here until reinforcements arrive. I actually could have picked the Madagascar mission, which would have given me access to shields, but I'm still going to get access to those. Speaking of new technology, I should probably actually start researching stuff. How about that? Upgraded heavy rocket, 25% guided, heavy laser cannon, sure thing, Khrushchev, and the Leviathan, which I cannot promise I'm ever going to use. But you know what? Let's find out. So here we have just a landing zone, no groots again. They got stingy with those, but that's fine.
Transporter has arrived.
Okay, you unload here. And then we'll see if they can raid at least one base here. You go home.
At your service. I'm off. Standing by. Rambling.
There's actually some resources here and also power plant and whatnot.
On my way, comrade.
But those need to be liberated first, but that's not super important right now. We have a base to raid. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Come down here, please.
Transporter has arrived. Over and out.
Very good. We're gonna get
At your service.
more choppers and repair guys. As well as at least one worker here. Yeah, that should do it for now. Could get the UFO in there as well, but I don't think that's super necessary at this point here. I wanna upgrade the UFO. One point, but more about that in a mission where it's not all about air power, which, as I decide, is every mission. So you please take down this building here. We can get out of here. Let's quickly kill the ruin, so no other units come over here to destroy the ruin. That would be rather useful if you did that. These are now like Model 3 harvesters. Those are actually quite tough. It needs a lot of firepower to take those down. And attack more guys here. I really need to disrupt the economy here. I'm tempted to destroy their research centers and whatnot, but the economy really needs to go down, otherwise we're in trouble here. Not come too close because this power plant here is guarded fairly well, you could say it. Okay, you here are next.
Awaiting orders. Roger, Commander. Awaiting
There we
orders.
go. Munition is going down swiftly here, but they're almost out of workers here. Which is nice. Boom. So quick look here. Yeah, 2 mission here. And then yeah, you could actually blow that up, the factory. Just make sure you blow up the ruin as well. Then no more research here.
Target selected. Target selected.
And same deal here.
Target selected. At your service.
You're not using
Transporter has
your ammunition at a very even rate, I have to say.
attack.
But that's fine.
Yes, sir. Over and out.
And you here, unload everyone, please.
Awaiting order.
Good enough, come over here. Hopefully that base is done then.
What?
I should have gotten myself a
Of course.
supply shopper here as well,
Yeah.
but never mind. It's fine.
Standing by. I'm off. Roger. Checkpoint set.
It is all good.
I'm off. Any problem? Reporting.
A couple of you need repairs, but no, not too many of you.
Yes, sir. Over and out. Right away.
You
Awaiting
here,
orders.
yeah.
Immediately. Awaiting orders. At your service.
All cool here. You here too.
Checkpoint set.
There we go.
Roger. Roger. Reporting.
And then everyone will load, please.
Comrade. Roger. Reporting. At your service.
Almost there.
Reporting. Checkpoint set.
Okay, you check by here.
Over and out.
What's the research showing? All good here. Of course, we want more of those too. We're still planning to do research, so no need to panic just now.
Da. On the move.
Get some anti air unit defenses in place here. There's a resource field here. This one here is difficult to access by the AI
Target
because
selected. Awaiting orders.
it's covered by trees. Like how half of you don't even bother to
Target
attack.
selected.
Just not getting involved there.
Yes, sir. Roger, Commander.
And then you here will also destroy this power plant.
Standing by. Target selected.
A bit safer now.
Away, comrade.
I'm back
Awaiting
over
order.
here.
Checkpoint set.
Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. I'm going to do a health check on the UCS base there. You will be supplied with...
Engines.
Really? Or you're just flying over those defenses? Yeah, whatever. Scratch damage. Not really concerned about that, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, sir.
Come over here. Now this other base here is not yet done. They still have functional defenses and whatnot. I just hope that their economy
Research complete.
is done. So that's done. Yeah. Upgrade heavy laser cannon. Yes, please. You please all arrive. Thank you very much.
Away, comrade. Scrambling.
So what's the deal here? I guess we may as well blow you up while we're at it. Yeah, but nobody's harvesting here, and I haven't seen any.
Target selected.
Haven't seen any more activity on the actual field, so we should be good here.
Comrade. Checkpoint set. At your service. Right away, comrade. Roger. Yes, sir. Over and out.
Okay, okay. Also, you should probably go back to base.
Roger. Checkpoint
Let's see what the deal here is. This is just a mountain. So here is another base. We did in fact locate a new research field and also some weak defenses.
Yes, Commander. Over and out. Attack!
And harvesters that are not nearly as tough as they could be.
Yes, Commander. Over and out. Target selected. Transporter has arrived. Attack! Roger, Commander.
Transporter has arrived. You want at least one supply chopper here. And probably a bunch of you guys here. Looks like this base here is done.
At your service.
Well, goodbye you.
Yes, sir. Over and out. Yes, sir. Over and out. At your service. Scrambling.
You here cycle back to base.
Yes. Right away.
You come over here and yes. Transport here is all loaded up and whatnot.
Reporting.
One of you is very mildly damaged, but that doesn't really matter. You can just reload.
We're busy.
There might not actually be a threat here anymore, but yeah, we'll see.
Awaiting orders. On the move. Standing by.
How's the research doing? Lots of research here. Yeah, the research feels so uneven at times. I get that there's certain missions, like secret missions, where they don't want to give you too much in the way of research, because then that would just mean that you can get too much of an edge, but I had a couple of missions where you basically get nothing, and then mission where you get like 10 things or so. It just feels a little bit odd. Guess I could send you home to add you to my ever-growing collection of vehicles here. Sure, why not?
Standing by.
You actually used up like a third of your ammunition, and you like half. Okay, you go home.
Scrambling.
Okay, then let's go back to this situation here.
Yes, sir. Roger, Commander.
Got all of this here.
I'm off. Fire in the engine. I'm off.
But to be fair, you're not particularly powerful.
Target selected.
Yeah, so these guys here should be down. Yeah, they barely did any damage. That's great for me, I guess, and I assume I cannot build a bridge over here directly. Well, I mean, I can find out. Let's see. I sure cannot. No. And tunnel here was like all bedrock. Which actually, wait, no, I haven't actually tried to build one here. Nope. You know what? Let's try to build a tunnel. I don't think that's going to work here, but I just want to see. Just want to see what happens.
Checkpoint set.
You come over here.
Scrambling. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Over and out.
Yeah, this is where the base was. Be careful here.
I'm off. Research complete.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult to crack.
My way, comrade.
So even, yeah, can add even more to this. Sure,
Awaiting orders. Checkpoint set.
because everything's just like directly guarded.
Orders. I'm off. Yes, Commander. Over and out.
For the time being, just blow this up.
Awaiting orders. Attack. Roger, Commander. Yes, sir.
Okay, nope, an attack here. Go. Well, you almost died there.
Over and out.
It wasn't good at all.
Right away, comrade. Attack. Checkpoint set. Target selected.
A little more of their
Right away, comrade.
transmitters here up.
On my way, comrade. On my way, comrade. Attack.
Let's see whether we can take away power from whatever defense they have here.
Roger, Commander. Attack.
Are you still powered? No. You here can unload. Let's remove you here. You've got a ton of hit points, but then again you've called a fortress, so you better have a ton of hit points.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Otherwise you wouldn't deserve that name.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they blew up the bridge? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Where are you here? Yeah, it's just bedrock everywhere here. That's not gonna work out. But well, an attempt was made. You come down here.
Reporting.
Okay, everything's cool so far. We should probably check out whether this is clear. Here seems reasonably clear, and of course there's also a field down there,
Yes, sir.
which I guess is great.
At your service. Checkpoint set. At your service, comrade.
And you should be able to just build over here again.
On my way.
So, how about a wide bridge? No, can't. Can I actually connect a wide bridge? Is that possible? I guess this should be good enough.
Sir.
Yeah.
Roger.
So you do that, thank you very much. You land here, get yourself fixed.
Reporting.
Then we can start harnessing the delicious resources Panama has to offer.
Okay, comrade.
Gonna be here for a while, aren't we? You seem to be as efficient as ever. The raw materials have arrived and the quality is excellent. Your transfer request has been granted, by the way. It would appear I've lost my best procurer of resources. Nevertheless, I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you very much, but of course we've got a little bit more to harvest and transfer here. Alright, let's wrap this up. There was actually some resources left in this base here, but I didn't really bother exploiting those because there's so few, and this field here had like 100,000 resources, so twice as much as you need. And this one here had another maybe like 60 or 70,000, so plenty. There we go. Yeah, red was destroyed first, but they managed to collect a lot more resources because, well, not a lot more, some more than turquoise here, because they actually had more advanced miners and also way more of them. And once more, we have about at least a third or more of whatever you need for the whole campaign, and 11 researchers. Yeah, they're so uneven, it's really a bit strange, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Thanks for watching and take care.